Donald Trump just made a bold statement that could shift the future of the Ukraine war and U.S. foreign policy as a whole. He says, there will be no American boots on the ground in Ukraine. But that's not the full story. Trump's plan could still involve U.S. air power. In this video, we'll break down what he said, why it matters, how allies are reacting, and what it could mean for the future of the war, and for America. So let's start with what Trump actually said.
Security guarantees for Ukraine, and this is one of the key points that we need to consider, and we're going to be considering that at the table also, like who will do what.
In a recent statement, Donald Trump ruled out, definitively, the use of U.S. ground troops in Ukraine. This isn't vague. It's not maybe. It's flat out a no. He said, there will be no American boots on Ukrainian soil. I am trying to stop people from being killed, not send more to die. The White House press team later confirmed, no troops now, and no plans for the future, even in a peacekeeping role. But Trump added that he'd be open to other forms of support. Most notably, air support, if European countries lead on the ground. So what does that actually mean in real terms? It means Trump wants to keep the U.S. out of direct combat, but still stay in the game, as an air-based or tech-based support player. Think drones? Satellite intel? Air surveillance? Possibly even airstrikes, if Europe asks for them. It's a strategic shift that keeps U.S. troops out of danger, but still allows the U.S. to project power. It's also a continuation of Trump's long-standing America First foreign policy, where he avoids foreign wars and pressures U.S. allies to carry more of the weight. Meanwhile, there's growing talk of a coalition of the willing in Europe. Countries like France, Poland, and the UK are reportedly considering sending peacekeeping troops to Ukraine, but only after a ceasefire or peace deal. Trump says, if Europe wants to lead, the US will help, from the air. Some see this as a clever way to maintain NATO unity without risking American lives. Others see it as a step back from America's global leadership role. Here's the big question, could this help bring peace? Or just embolden Russia? Critics warn that ruling out troops publicly gives Putin confidence. Supporters say it's a smart move that avoids escalation and prevents another endless war. It also shifts the burden to Europe, something Trump has pushed for years. But what happens if peacekeepers on the ground come under attack? Would the U.S. respond? That part remains unclear. Reactions have been mixed. Some conservatives and veterans groups are praising Trump for putting American lives first. Others, especially in Washington, are worried this weakens U.S. deterrence and sends the wrong signal to Moscow. The Biden camp, for now, hasn't commented directly, but they've been more open to strong support, including military aid and logistics. So here's the big question for you, should the U.S. support Ukraine from the air, or stay out completely? Is Trump being responsible, or retreating from America's leadership role? Let me know in the comments. I read them all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. I've got a video coming up on how NATO is responding to Trump's statement, so stay tuned.